I would like Trevor to get on his bike taxi and ride into the sunset. And then Maddie can,
Yeah, we know that.
all together and then meet like a real grown, respectful, handsome, wonderful champion.
Super excited for season 2 of Southern Hospitality. Are we excited?
Yeah, I feel like we've officially arrived.
Yeah, we're
Absolutely. I mean, what's it like coming back for your second season? First season's a hit. Everyone loves it.
You want to take that one?
It's been crazy. A lot of new changes, a lot of new, opportunities to come up and stuff. So it's been a very different way of life. I would say, very different kind of dynamics and stuff. But it's been cool.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Maddie? This is your second season on TV.
Yes, I think this season, a lot of people are going through different transitions in their life, whether it be career, relationships. And I feel like it's going to be really interesting to see that all play out.
Yeah. And Leva, what's it like watching these, not kids, but your kids here at Republic? What's it like watching them come into their own really on season 2?
I mean, I think season 2, it's definitely like they got the real taste of reality TV where it's like, you can't hold back, you can't hide stuff, things really get real. I think first season was kind of a lot more fun, whereas this season, like, they looked exhausted by the end of it. They're all asking for time off, and I'm like, no, you can't. Come back to work, So it's a little different when you get like deeper into the people who are on the show, you know what I mean, as opposed to just like an intro. So I think it was harder this year.
Yeah, I'm not shocked, especially Maddie. We see in the trailer that you have a ton of stuff coming at you this season, especially relationship wise. Can you tease for us a little bit about your journey this season?
Yeah, I feel like I go through a lot of things in my personal life, my work life, my relationship life. Like I said, I'm excited for that, to all play out, but I definitely had a harder year this year. I'm excited for 2024 because I am done with 2023. I will tell you what, but I definitely.
Yeah, so you're done with that. I know we saw a little bit of your troubles with Trevor last season. We're really seeing them this season. I imagine this was really tough to play out on camera, having this infidelity come back around and really like hit you square in the face.
Absolutely. I feel like we get to the bottom of it all, I feel like I'm a detective this season. I feel like I am a coworker this season. I am a friend. I feel like I'm in a position where I have to choose kind of between my relationships, which that's always hard because I feel like, I'm kind of more of a non-confrontational person and I want everything to be okay. And I feel like I go through a lot of, where do I stand with my relationships and having to choose between, like a more loving relationship versus like my friends. So yeah, I feel like we're going to see that all play out and I'm excited and I feel good where I'm at now. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, Leva and 𝐒𝐿, what was it like to watch Maddie go through all of this? Because I know, but everyone had an opinion, I'm sure.
It was hard for sure. I definitely never want to see my friend cry, but it's definitely hard because I'm in the in-between space between Trevor and Maddie. So I'm always rooting for Team Trevor, I've never been cheated on, so I don't know what that feels like. But I'm wishing her the best and get through it all. So like seeing her maneuver it the best way she can. It's like, I think people understand it's hard to like process that, and you got a camera around it. It's like 10 times harder. So I think all of her emotions were validated. All her emotions were how she felt. I think that she deserves to get some grace and deserves to definitely be able to, I don't know, get real love and feel love fully 20%.
Yeah. What about you, Leva?
I would like Trevor to get on his bike taxi and ride into the sunset. And then Maddie can,
yeah, we know that
all together and then meet like a real grown, respectful, handsome, wonderful champion.
So we're not holding back the feelings there. Yeah.
No one holds back this season. It's just how you feel and everyone's kind of putting it out there. So, I respect people's opinions and everything like that. And I feel like I go back and forth on my opinion constantly. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, is it helpful having people weigh in or no?
Probably not. I feel like it having all these different opinions, it makes it harder when you take a step back to feel what like you want and what's best for you. And I feel like also a lot of your friends or a lot of people don't know all the facts, so I feel like it's hard to have all these opinions all the time, because I feel like it might influence my decision at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and Leva, you're bringing in a newcomer this season. I got to talk to him earlier today. We've got 𝐿𝐶𝐻𝐻 coming in. What was that like bringing him in? �mikal, what do you think? Maddi, what do you think?
Well, Maddi was like the one who suggested him, so hopefully she'll think good things. I was a little taken aback. He's a lot. He's very like, he also doesn't have like space, like issue, like he doesn't.
He's always in your bubble, very
like he speaks very close, and I don't even hug, and I could like smell his breath. Like his nose was like, the little nose hairs were like touching mine. I was like, gross. He's like an HR. Wait a minute. He is definitely like
an HR nightmare
into the building that I think we need him. You know what I mean? I always felt that Starbucks energy. Like he's just happy all the time, ready to go. And, you need that in the space, because there's a lot of like people, Maddi has a ton of energy, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of people who've been here a long time, and it can get sluggish. Like you want a little new blood in the building. So we like that.
Yeah, I think he's full of something. Don't know what that is yet, but he's full of something. It's
I've worked with him in nightlife previously, and I feel like he has a lot to bring to the table. And this season, I feel like that shows, because I feel like Republic is a competitive job, and I feel like everyone wants to work there. And I feel like he's someone who's coming in with more experience that are kind of making us all feel, a little insecure about, our own jobs and stuff. So, but I've known him for a long time. He's hilarious and just a wild card.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and speaking of people coming for your jobs, Maddi, someone is coming for your job this season. We got Emmy kind of stepping it up there. Was that something that you were upset to see, or was it more, this is the gig?
Well, to be honest, I never really knew that was going on. Like it was all kind of behind my back. So I feel like seeing that in the trailer was the first time I saw that.
Oh, wow.
And it was hard to, and that was hard to see, because she's someone that I invited in and felt very close to, and she was a part of my close girl knit friend group. So I feel like that was hard, but I feel like all girl friend groups go through their drama and stuff, but that was hard for me to see. Yeah.
I think it was kind of evil, honestly. I think it was supposed to be the brave thing and fakest thing someone can do to someone, that they say, hey, come by my shoulder, I want your job out of the way. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let me trust you, and you just stab me right in the back. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be one thing if I knew about it, or if I knew her motives. I feel like as a friend, I'm always wanting to see my friends grow and, do grow in the business or grow in general. So I feel like it was hard to watch. And I think I would have maybe handled things differently if I would have known,
Yeah. And Leva, what's it like for you to hear this kind of back and forth? I mean, this is your business, this is your staff. I'm assuming you want people to be ambitious, but it's now being called backstabby. What's going on with that?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that a lot of the folks here have like sort of coveted positions, and people want them, but also the space, like we're growing. So you don't necessarily have to take someone's job. I do appreciate the ambition, and I do think that no one can take a job if you do it well. So like there's nothing to feel threatened about. You know what I mean? If you're just doing your job well, I mean, I feel like they want everything that I have, but they can't have it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, can't have it because I do it well. Like, so that's life. Like people will, no matter what you do, and if it's good stuff, people want it. Now, I always say you fire yourself, like you demote yourself. Like I'm not like God. You do things that keep you here and you grow, or you do things that get you demoted or get have someone else like grow faster than you. Those are all your decisions, right? So I like the ambition. I don't like the drama that ensues. Maybe she could have used different words or talked to Maddi about it or looked at other positions, but it is what it is in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and speaking of growth, I feel like Southern Hospitality went from, this unknown show that came into exploding overnight. People are so excited for the second season. People are already clamoring for a third season renewal. What's it like to kind of enter in, not know what this is going to be like, and then have people like screaming for you at BravoCon?
Oh yeah, I mean, Matt, you answer that. That was BravoCon. So why don't you start?
I feel like working at Republic, you have so many people come to the business and love the business, and it almost felt like another day at work being at BravoCon, but it was so incredible to be able to meet fans and to realize that people do watch our show and they love it and relate. And it was so cool to meet so many people, especially people that have been like, I've been through what you've been through. And it's so reassuring to have that, me too. Like, I get it. I've been through this. I've been through that. But also meeting all the Bravo celebrities. Yeah. They were all incredible and so nice. I was so nervous because we're like a rookie show and everyone was so inviting and so nice. So it's so good to hear that our show is growing and people are so open-minded to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do we know about season 3? Do we know anything if there is going to be a third season, or are we all just hoping, praying, crossing our fingers? Are we allowed to know anything?
How this works?
God, there's
You know nothing.
I was told that after this season, it would be shocking if there was not a third season. Do you agree with that?
I mean, in real time, to say they were stressed out, like I was exhausted. It was just a hard work year. It was a hard, the filming captured that. I think no matter how much you try to it's like you're scrambling to put stuff back in a bag, but you can't because there's cameras, and it's so it was so crazy. It's like I would walk into another room and it's like, this is happening. I walk into another room, this is happening. And I was almost like to producers, like, can y'all just fucking put the cameras down? You know what I mean? Because it was like, so I always say, like, when somebody comes into your business, it's like they're opening your underwear drawer.
Yeah.
It's like, it's all your ugly and all your imperfection, all your stuff is like in there. And it gave me a lot of stress because I was like, it was it's like when your kids aren't acting right. Yeah. And there's a camera on them, or you like take your child somewhere and you're like, you know better than that. Like, I know how to talk like that with literally everybody. Like, you know better than the worst, but it is what it is. Like, we're human. It's complicated. There are people who've been here for a long time. There's friendships, there's love, there's respect. Like, genuinely, Lamar and I care about all of them. And that makes decisions really difficult sometimes. And we have to make business decisions, about people that we genuinely want the best for. Yeah. But so it's a very, very tricky thing. And I think that this year you see all of that. It gets really, really real,
Yeah. Well, I cannot wait to see it play out. I know everyone's very excited for season 2. So thank you so much for talking with me today.